Well, hello, my loves, and happy Sunday to you. I wasn't sure I was actually going to be able to have a conversation with you today because of my cold and everything whatever's going on in there. Because every time I would take a breath, I would cough. And so I'm better. Thank goodness. I actually have real clothes on today. And I am glad to be here to see you and to be seen. So just really quick, before I dive into the meaning, because I was planning on not talking through this, so I've just filmed everything, and now that I'm feeling better, I just really wanted to explain the meaning behind this page, because it's just so good to be here in this space without an agenda or about anything except what I need. And we need that, especially right now during this season. So, first of all, before I dive into that, I just want to tell you that by the time you see this video, I will have a new workshop out, and it is called Angels Among Us. And I'm so very thrilled about it because I love every single one of the projects. There are 5 angels that we create. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh my gosh, they are beautiful and meaningful. And we do lots and lots of layering and the most delicious backgrounds. And we do a lot of practice on faces, on body shapes, on wings. We do a lot of palette knife practice because there's texture in pretty much every single one of them. With the exception of one, but this one's bold because it's got some gold and some color. Everyone has its own personality, and I love that. So I wanted to let you know that Angels Among Us is available to you right now at the early bird pricing. I will have the link below this video to the workshop, and I will also have the links to the supplies down below in the YouTube description box. Okay, I thought I was going to get through this without coughing, so I better hurry up. Okay, so let's talk about the project. Okay, so I got a cough drop in my mouth. I am going to make it through this. I know it because it's too important, and I know somebody needs to hear this today. So, every single thing on this page has meaning. And I wrote just a small bit in the blog post, but there's so much to it. There's just absolutely so much to it. Every year at this time, and I have seasons. We all have seasons where we're super busy. It's all hands on deck. It's family. It's all of the things all at once. I had a lot of deadlines, and it's all good stuff. It's not bad stuff. It's all good stuff. And then you throw into the mix the holidays and family. And this year we were not celebrating. We were remembering Dave. It's been 1 year since we, lost our brother Dave. And so Thanksgiving was, we were all just happy to be together. So there's a lot of things that all of us are having to deal with during this season. And throughout our year, there's always these seasons, how these things happen. Life is not, all rainbows and butterflies. And we know that, and I know that, and I know the seasons. And every year I say I'm going to be better at resting, at getting some balance, at all of those things. And I really honestly think that some of that's just a myth, that doesn't really happen, that seasons are what they are, and sometimes they're just hard, and sometimes they're just crazy, and sometimes they're joyful and beautiful and easy, and it just ebbs and flows. And as I was approaching Sunday's video, I needed to do this. I needed to get this out. And so for me, I knew that I wanted to face, because this is me, this is my story. And I did on purpose the blocks of paper, like these blocks, nothing truly, out of shape, all very organized, because that's I'm thinking, if I just organize more, if I'm just better prepared, if I'm just all of these things, then I can do it all. And that's not the case. Sometimes we have to stop. Sometimes, I'm going to speak for myself, sometimes I just have to stop and find stillness, silence, and rest. And so, like I said, every single thing has meaning. So these papers back here, this is a science book. Like, I'm trying to figure this out. More science over here. There's just so much meaning in every single thing on this page. So this one says learning exercises. This one's improving subtraction skills. I'm trying to figure out what to subtract from my life. I'm trying to figure out, all of those things. The hash marks are the hundreds of times that I have tried. And then today, as I was putting this together, it was like this release happened. Like something came, like, this is just my life. This is part of life. And sometimes I feel like when I start counting how many times I've tried to slow down, I've tried to do this, I've tried to do that, I feel guilty, I feel all kinds of things. And I thought, what if I just allowed the seasons to come, allowed, we all have to deal with them, and allow that time to push me to stillness. And it always does. And I wish that I could do it differently, but sometimes that's just not life. It's just not reality. And I don't believe that there is balance. I think there is busy seasons, and then there are restful seasons. And sometimes they're longer than each other, but that's just how life goes. So every single piece of paper had a meaning. As I pulled it out and I put it down, I was just going through this thought process and working all of this out for myself. And that is what our journals are for. And the gold, I don't know why I thought about the gold, but the gold is like the peace in the story, the finding the peace in the story, finding the rest in the story, finding the understanding in my story. That's that gold, and I want to be covered in it. And so every single piece, the grunginess is all of the chaos. It all has meaning. And as I worked through this for an hour and put it all together, I walked away like lighter. I walked away clearer, and that is what our journals are for, to give us this place to let it all go and just be. And I even wrote all of that out. So, if you are like me and like so many others right now, needing a place to just, for 1 hour, let it all go, I want to encourage you to grab your journal, grab a piece of paper. Don't make it precious. Don't make it have meaning, however it looks. This style, not necessarily my style. I didn't care. I knew that I needed to tell my story here to let it go. And I felt so much better. I still have all the things to do, but I have some understanding within me. I can feel that gold of peace and rest waiting for me. And I feel lighter. So I just want to encourage you during this holiday season to take such good care of yourselves. It can be hard and overwhelming and great and joyful and faithful and all of those wonderful things too. And it's all mixed together. And we need to take some time for ourselves, however that looks. For me, it's here because I am raw and real, and it's for me, and I want that for you too. All right, my loves, I'm going to stop talking because I'm going to start coughing again soon. But I hope you check out Angels Among Us, grab the early bird special. But most of all, I hope that your Sunday is restful and peaceful and that you are finding the gold in this season, whatever that looks like for you. All right, my loves, have a wonderful Sunday, and always, always know that you are loved.